This is another update video. So if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. I am using study.com and Sophia Learning and something else that I'll talk about at the end of the video to transfer credits into WGU. I am planning on starting in January, and I am pursuing my bachelor's in cybersecurity and information assurance. So with that out of the way, for all of you who saw my last video, you guys knew that I was pretty much using study.com and Sophia Learning for one more week. And I was going to try to do as much as I could. There was 4 classes that I was going to try to do. And I have an update for you. That update is that I have done it. Man, it was rough. It was difficult. Wasn't sure I was going to make it. I kept talking myself out of it, but ultimately it's done. So what I want to do in this video is I want to show you kind of the old spreadsheet that I had. I've actually updated it, so it's got like graphs and stuff in there now. It'll make it easier for me to kind of show you guys what I'm doing. And then also, after that, we're going to talk about what I'm going to potentially do to get one more class knocked out before WGU starts, because I think I can do it. So we're already at 70%, which I will show you. Already at 70%, but it's possible for me to do 74. So I'm going to share with you my plan. But first things first, let's first go to my new kind of updated chart. So if you're looking at this, if you've never seen the original one, this is not going to look any less complicated. But if you did see the original one, then you would know that, you know, basically it shows the classes that I'd have to take at WGU. And then, you know, course type, whether you can do it with study.com or Sophia Learning. It doesn't matter. The main things are I have updated some graphs on the side. Most of these update in real time, but what this is going to do is it'll make it a little bit easier for you guys to see kind of the journey that I've had over the past 2 to 3 months and the classes that I've taken. And then I want to talk about what the plans are. So first, let me just kind of show the information here a little bit. There are 3 different ways to look at WGU as a whole, at least as far as I'm concerned, right? So you can either look at it as, look at it in terms of how many courses do I have to do, or you can look at it in terms of how many credits do I have to do, or you can look at it in terms of percentages. You can actually do percentage of courses or percentage of credits. You really should do percentage of credits. So if you look here, let's look at the right side. So, and these are updated as of today. So as of today, I have 70% of all of my classes done at WGU. This is a percentage graph. Below that is a course graph. So it's the same information, it's just in courses. So with this particular bachelor's degree, there are 34 courses. As of right now, 24 of those courses are done just off of transferring to WGU. And then at the bottom, I also created a graph for credits. So I have transferred, or I'm in the process of transferring 86 credits, which means that there's 36 credits left that I will need to do in order to complete my bachelor's degree. And then I decided to break it down at the top here. So right now I did 5 classes with study.com, 10 were done with Sophia, and 9 were done with certifications. All the certifications were like before I even started. So that's why over here in the little bar graphs at the top, you can see these don't start with 0. They start with like 9 courses done and 36 credits and 30% done, because they were based off certifications that I had when I decided to do this whole thing. And then, if you guys are curious, I also did the courses by percentage. Again, I would not recommend that you look at things as your course percentage, but look at credit percentage, because that's what's going to be the key thing that's really important if you are trying to transfer credit into WGU. It's very, very important that you make sure that you do not exceed 75% of the credits that you need to transfer. or else you are going to you're going to lock yourself out of the class based on, you know, what I was told from both my course mentor, and I even called the front desk and talked to the people at WGU, and they said the same thing. So do not exceed 75%. Now, that being said, here's my situation. I am currently at 70%. And what I said before was true. There are no more classes that I can transfer to WGU using study.com or Sophia Learning. It's not because there's not classes that I can take. Like all the things that are red over here, they are technically still classes that I could take. But the problem is I wouldn't be able to grade them in time. Like they wouldn't get graded in time and sent over to WGU. At least I don't think they would. I wouldn't finish them in time. Some of them are more writing assessments, and then you have to do quizzes and a bunch of other things. So it's just not an option for me. We are officially done with study.com and Sophia Learning. And by the way, I will make a couple of videos for, I'll make separate videos for study.com and Sophia Learning so that you're able to, you know, kind of know how that whole process works. I still have, well, today's the 1st. So I still have, I think, 7 days of my subscription with Sophia and like 14 days with study.com. So those videos will come out. You just got to give me a minute to make them. Yeah. So to get to the kind of final point here, no more study.com, no more Sophia Learning. But I'm at 70%. If I do one more class, so all the classes that I have left, by the way, are worth 3 credits or 4 credits. If I do a class that has 4 credits, by my calculations, I will go and have, I think it will be a total of 73.75. So in other words, it would be 74% of the credits that I could transfer into WGU, which means that would be my final class. And so the question is, out of all of these that are left, which one could I possibly do? And to be honest with you, there are 2. So let me zoom in a little bit here. There are 2 classes. So let's talk about this one. This particular class, in order to pass this class, you need to pass the ITIL exam. I hate ITIL. I hate it with a passion. It is the worst exam ever. I took it back in 2017. Unfortunately, because it's over 5 years old, WGU wouldn't accept it. So I have to take the certification again. But I don't actually have to wait until I go to WGU to take this exam. I technically could take it and pass it like this week, and it would transfer in time for me to have one more class transferred over. The other option, because there's only one more option as far as I'm concerned, and the other option would be this class, the penetration testing and vulnerability analysis class. It requires you to get the CompTIA Pen Test Plus. Now, to be honest with you, out of all of the classes that I could possibly take, I mean, out of all the degrees that I could, not degrees, out of all the certifications that I could get at WGU, the Pen Test Plus is the most interesting to me. But the problem is that I'm not sure if I'd be able to really study and pass that in like a week. So what I'm thinking about doing is I'm thinking about taking this ITIL exam and potentially taking it this week. If I take it this week and I pass it this week, I will be able to transfer it into WGU in time to be another class knocked off. And it would officially take me from 70% to 74%, which would be like the absolute maximum of the classes that I could transfer over. So, you know, the question becomes, is that what I want to do? Do I want to do that? Or do I want to just finally take the break that I was supposed to take? Here's the thing. I have to look at what's the best scenario, what's the worst scenario, right? best scenario is I study, take the ITIL exam, and I knock off, another class. Done. Easy. Worst case scenario is I take the exam, I fail it, and I'm out $500 because the exam costs $500. And that sucks. But here's the thing about the ITIL exam. The ITIL exam is so different than most other exams that you'll take. It's very simple in like the requirements. So there are only 40 questions. You have 40 questions. You must get 26 out of 40 correct, which is a 65%. In every single one of those questions, you have a question and you have 4 possible answers, and it's one of the 4 answers. So it's a very simple test, but ITIL is the ITIL exam is so gimmicky. I hate it. I hated it. The first time I took it in 2017, I failed by one single question. I got 25 questions out of 40 correct, and I just died inside. The second time I took it, I ended up passing. I can't remember what my score was, but yeah, I know what the ITIL exam is going to be like, so I'm not really looking forward to it. That being said, let me tell you about the study material. What I used to pass the ITIL exam was a book by somebody named Claire Agutter, and I'm not a book reader, but this is the book. This book is tiny. It's thin. It's nothing. Like, look at these pages. Like, the pages, it is a very, very small book, but it gives you all the information. And that's the problem with ITIL. ITIL Foundation is not complicated in its concept. You can watch probably one video and learn everything that you need to learn about ITIL. It is not complicated, especially not ITIL Foundations. Your problem is going to be that they just give you a bunch of weird questions. It's like the way that they define things too. I would never recommend that you study for ITIL and then try to immediately study for something else outside of ITIL related things. It's just going to conflict with each other and confuse you. But anyways, this book was ITIL version 3. It helped me to pass the exam a long time ago. And so I decided to pick up her new book, the ITIL version 4. This book's a little bit bigger, but it's even smaller. Like, look how small this book is. And same thing, pages, very small. Like, it's a tiny book. I can read this entire book in like 2 hours, right? So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I think I'm actually going to try to take this exam this weekend. I might not. I feel a lot better. I don't have to like cram super hard. If I pass it, great. If I don't pass it, at least I tried, So that's it. I just wanted to give you guys an update to let you know that, yeah, I am blown away that I actually am at 70% of all of the credits transferred into WGU. But there is a possibility I can do one more class, not with study.com or Sophia, but by passing the ITIL exam. So that's going to be my plan. We'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know if I passed or failed. Seriously, if I fail it's okay. I tried, but I'm still excited for what's left. So that's my update. So what's going to be coming out as far as videos on this channel, I can tell you in the future. I need to make a video on how to transfer credits with study.com, maybe some tips and ideas, things like that. I want to do the same thing for Sophia Learning, and I want to do both of these before my monthly subscription expires. So I want to be able to log in and show you guys what it looks like, things like that. So I'm going to be working on that. But other than that, there's really nothing I can do like strictly for WGU, because then I can't do the next step until I'm within 30 days of starting, which means December. So I can't do a whole lot until December, but I'll still probably put out a few videos before then. So that being said, until my next video, hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, I will see you on my next video.